Good Wednesday evening, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com, New Jersey and the Northern Mid-Atlantic region's weather news portal, and the National Viewpoint as well, because meteorology rocks. This is the evening edition of the daily video forecast discussion and a recap of Wednesday's convection for today, the 9th of June, 2021. I'm meteorologist Robert Smith. Once again, it's been one of those rocking days here where we have a backdoor cold front moving through. Let's see. Let's move the radar on. We'll do it with the storm reports coming in for today, quite a lot of them again. Here's that cold front and trough axis sliding south with thunderstorms dropping south through them. Take this off now and put that back on in a second. Lots of storm reports here in New York and Sullivan County. We've got live power lines down across the road here. Also in Sullivan, New York, we have trees and wires down. Here in New Jersey, well, first of all, out on Long Island here, or New Haven, Connecticut, multiple trees reported down in Guilford with time estimated by the radar. Back into New Jersey, of course, where it's been the hardest hit today from central southeastern Pennsylvania right through the Delaware River here. Also Baltimore and these areas here. These thunderstorms were up here earlier and they produced copious amounts of rain. We'll get into that in a moment. Some storm reports for 2 miles just away from Ewing in Mercer, a tree down on an apartment building off Sullivan Way. So, we know that. We've had heavy rain. We've had about 2.66 inches of rain in Mercer near Hamilton Square. That's some serious downpours there. We've also had 1 inch of hail reported in Freehold, New Jersey this afternoon by public. Quarter-size hail near Freehold, time estimated by Doppler radar. More flooding here in Monmouth County also here. Flooding on Port Plains Road. Lots of stuff going on. These here are lightning strikes, and this is lightning that has occurred in West Hampton and Burlington County. 1 injury. A person struck by lightning on a golf course, extending from injuries unknown. And again, I was speaking with people today that are golfers, and I told them, don't even think of golfing on an afternoon with showers and thunderstorms occurring. In Burlington County here in West Hampton, again, 1 person injured on a golf course from lightning, and 1 is now fatal. Let me go back here. This was estimated at 19:30 this afternoon in West Hampton, where a lightning strike hit a person on a golf course, and then, well, that didn't turn out so good because it is fatal. The person has died. A man was struck by lightning. Devastating news to bring you today. We've had more 50-mile-per-hour wind gust here from Cooperstown. National Weather Service employee estimated 50 to 55-mile-an-hour wind gust here in Burlington County. Just to the west of this, another one. 911 call coming in from Edgewater Park. A couple of reports of downed trees and limbs in the Edgewater Park area. And of course, with that has been some thunderstorms that have produced some flooding. Not good news. We even had a funnel cloud reported in Port Penn, Newcastle, Delaware, earlier this afternoon. Funnel cloud was observed near Port Penn. Photos show it extending about halfway up from the ground, or to the ground, and time estimated by the Doppler radar. And again, more wind damage reports coming in Salem here, Lower Aloes Creek here in the state of New Jersey in Salem County, reporting 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So it's been a very rough day. Of course, the worst of it is to find out that, we had a fatality of lightning striking a person, a man, on a golf course. I want to start out with the Doppler radar here from Philadelphia. Base reflectivity during this morning. Here comes those showers and thunderstorms. A few of them were quite heavy from central Pennsylvania into the Delmarva region. These were powerful thunderstorms that produced copious amounts of rain and flash flooding. We'll get into those reports. We had some sink down here through Trenton and Ewing, obviously, and here's another batch coming in. Here's the batch that was through Delaware, just, conglomerated into this big blob. And then more discrete cells here to the west and to the north this evening, dropping south with that front. In Lancaster, Pennsylvania, we have severe thunderstorm warning for hail size up to an inch, 60-mile-an-hour wind gust, and that is ending on Thursday. That's tonight at 8 o'clock. Another one here in Pike, Pennsylvania, and Wayne, Pennsylvania, severe thunderstorm producing possibly up to an inch in size hail in diameter, 60-mile-an-hour wind gust is coming in from Binghamton, and this is going to be until just about a few minutes from now. And Schuylkill, Pennsylvania, also a few minutes from now, severe thunderstorm, 3/4 inch size hail in diameter, 60-mile-an-hour wind gust, and that's what's going on in the local area. And with all that rain that occurred over southern Monmouth County and central Jersey and northern Ocean County and southern New Jersey until 8:45 tonight, there is a flash flood watch or flood advisory in effect. It's ongoing and expected to begin shortly in the advisory areas. Between 1 and 2.5 inches of rain has already fallen, and some locations will experience flooding inside Toms River, Lakewood, Jackson, Howell, Manalapan, Tinton Falls, Manasquan, Point Pleasant Beach, Seaside Heights, Lakehurst, Farmingdale, and Roosevelt. This includes the I-95 in New Jersey between mile markers 12 and 34, the Garden State Parkway between mile markers 84 and 102. That's what's going on there. And of course, these thunderstorm warnings that are going to expire here in Pennsylvania. Let's take off the hazards for just a moment and get into the observations. I wanted to show you the 6-hour precipitation totals here. Let's see if we can do this. Pull this up. Pull this up. See if we can do it. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know whether we have to go closer here or... Yeah, we have to go closer. So here we go. Here it comes, and here is all the rain. Now, this doesn't look good to me, so let's do 12 hours here. Nope, back to 6. Well, there have been some discrete thunderstorms here, like hover over this here. Pull this up near west of Middletown and Ulen. They've reported over 4.47 inches of rain since this afternoon. That's an incredible amount of rain. I'm not sure if that gauge is correct or not. And we've had other areas better than an inch, 2 inches in spots here going down to Delaware, 3.25 inches in Harbison in Delaware here. Incredible amounts of rain, better than 2.5, 3 inches of rain in these spots as that line of convection moved to the south. Okay, hold on. Back to New Brunswick at Rutgers University Meteorology Program, where it is 78 degrees from the rain that fell. 6 miles an hour is the wind from the south, gusting to 13 from the south-southwest. Right now, at about 7:15 in this broadcast, it's still 86 at Haworth, New Jersey. Lyndhurst also at 85. 84 at Basking Ridge and Ramsey. Parsippany 81. Where we just had a shower pass through. By the way, not far from there in Caldwell, there was a rainbow in the sky, and I saw it and captured that picture. I'll share it later on social media. Cool spots this hour, if you call it cool. Hamilton, New Jersey at 72, also at Howell. Wall Township also, 73 at High Point Monument, and Cream Ridge at 74 degrees. In the New Jersey, New York I-95 corridor here, we'll start off with earlier this morning. These are the heat indexes here. If we can move this back. I don't know if this is working or not. Apparently it's stuck. Okay, here we go. Starting out early this morning, just after 8 a.m., 9 a.m., temperatures are rising in the New Jersey, New York urban areas here, the Philadelphia I-95 corridor. And within hours, I don't know why this isn't working here. Within hours, temperatures just blossomed. Again, the heat index is in the low to the mid-90s throughout the day, in the afternoon. Well, we're having problems with that site, so we'll just go back to Rutgers here. Here are the current heat indexes now. They were in the upper 80s, lower 90s earlier today. Can't show you that. We're having a problem with that graphic. The dew point temperature right now is still uncomfortable in the low to mid 70s, and tropical downpours that occurred. The minimum dew points this morning were not that minimal. They were still in the 60s, and they got into the 70s and 70s. Let's do maximum here. It's just going to come up the maximum dew points. This is tropical air that you'd find in Florida and in the Gulfport regions here. That shows you why the downpours came down so hard and fast today. These kind of dew points we don't see very often here in New Jersey. So take a copy of this picture because it's unbelievable. Relative humidity values right now, they're high where the rain is fallen across central and southern New Jersey and the Delmarva, where the air is still saturated right now. Let's take a look at the wind speeds. Wind speeds are fairly light. They're a little gusty right along the coast. Not really. This is probably an outlier here, maybe because of a thunderstorm. That's why that's showing up like that. And of course the radar, once again, let's take a look, see if this pulls up. Radar, where are you? Radar, oh radar, yeah, here it goes. Yeah, showers and thunderstorms along that line, dropping south. There's another batch of showers and thunderstorms dropping southeast too, across the region. Okay, now I think it's working. Here's our high heat indexes for the afternoon in the mid and upper 90s away from the coast again. I'm starting to settle down a little bit now because we've had moisture-cooled air, rain-cooled air actually, but it's still, even in this hour in the northeastern New Jersey area, it still feels like it's in the low 90s. And let's see. What else do we want to do? Of course, the visibility today was, we had the low stratus off the coast this morning and early afternoon, and then when those showers and thunderstorms came in, the visibility has just considerably dropped in any of those locales that had the shower and thunderstorm activity. Temperature anomalies. Right now at this hour, we're still running about 12, 15, 16 degrees above normal. Earlier today in the metro area is still about 10, 15 degrees above normal. Look where, this is interesting, where the heavy rain was coming down in torrential buckets here across the I-95 Philadelphia corridor into the beachfronts here in Delaware. Temperature anomalies were off the hook, like below average, because of the fact of all the rain-cooled air that rushed down to the ground. From NewJersey.com, under their project section, there is the outage tracker map here, and this includes all of the outages here in the state. We're at 1.11%. That's about 45,228 outages out of 4,081,129 people. The largest grid here is JCP&L, experiencing 3.76% of outages. That's about 42,000 customers plus change out of 1,133,972 people. So if we looked at this map and drew this down, here's the power outages right now, and they're growing here, especially on JCP&L's grid here. Just incredible once again. It's not news, actually, because this grid has always suffered. Out of all of the power grids, JCP&L is always the highest that is without power this hour. Incredible. We heard lightning in the distance here in Wayne-Patterson Woodland Park area here into Verona, just outside and northwest here of our weather center. If we check the lightning, there is lightning here in Verona, dropping south and east with this line. Let's put these on. Also in West Milford, portions of Sussex County, we've got thunderstorms dropping south and east too, with copious amounts of rain in them. Get this back here. These are live lightning strikes right now. Everything that's circled and, blowing up here, that's live lightning. Stay inside. From Wall Networks here, these are the wind gusts in any of the showers and thunderstorms we had wind gusts into the 20s, the 30s, and the 40s here with any of these showers and thunderstorms. Some of these winds were up to over 60 miles an hour of downburst winds. Back to the Storm Prediction Center's mesoscale analysis, we still have that trough axis and then that diffuse frontal system that is just to our north, slicing south as the precipitation heads to the south and east this evening. Thermodynamics, this is interesting. The CAPE values earlier, several hours ago, were like 3,500 joules per kilogram. They're still quite high right now, and they're forecast to be going down, going way down. It doesn't mean that they're going to, like, the precipitation is going to completely disappear, but over the next 6 hours, the CAPE values are going to definitely change, and we can see the wind vectors here as that front gets to the south here of the area, and the air mass becomes more marine-like in nature. Want to take a look at the precipitative water values. We started out today very high, and then we approached like 2 inches in spots here, especially over the Delaware, southeastern Pennsylvania, Delaware area, and into Virginia and Maryland. And right now, you know, it's lowering just a little bit. A couple hours ago, it was quite high. It's coming down just a little bit, but still, there's going to be lots of showers and thunderstorms around the area for the next several hours. Up close and personal with the NAM model here for reflectivity. This from the 18Z run. Here's those showers and thunderstorms now. You can see them very nicely here through this evening. And they're waxing and waning and dropping south, and the intensity will decline. And then, you know, there's a break. A few showers around the region, mostly cloudy skies. There's definitely going to be fog around the area tomorrow with all this rain that we've had. And as this front continues to sag south and west, and then it's going to stall out. And what the model guidance is showing again as we head into Friday is that this front is going to be nearly stationary from central Pennsylvania all the way down through the Delaware River and the Delmarva area. And here comes more showers with another short wave as it tries to lift back north. We're nearly stationary on Friday afternoon. Again, another swath of rain coming in from the west right through the east coast here of New Jersey, just south of New York City. It tries to drop down once again as we head into Saturday, and finally, you know, we get a little bit of a break. And I say a little bit of a break, not much. Okay, and now we'll take a look at the precipitative water values here. They're better than 2 inches across northeastern New Jersey, the Delaware River area here. This area sinks south and east overnight, and we get a little bit of, you know, lower precipitation in terms of like water vapor to support this. And by the time we get into Thursday, there's a bleeding dry area coming in here with less than 1 inch of liquid or water vapor equivalent. So any showers and thunderstorms that form in this area will be south here, where all of the yellows and reds are, less so where the greens, the tans, and the greens and the blues and purples here are. And that's going to change a little bit as we get into Friday once again. With that stalled out front, here comes precipitative water values again snaking up to 1 inch or so in spots. So that's going to produce more showers around the region, probably not thunderstorms, however. That doesn't look convective to me, and neither does it to the model. And finally, you know, as we get into, let's say, 60 hours here out on Saturday morning, things are really trying to dry out, but they're not so dry here. This is a stalled out front here, and this is precipitation, and that's what's going to happen there. But let's see. I want to take a look at the 2-meter temperatures here. It's going to pull up right now. It started out in the upper 80s and 90s. It's now, you know, going south now with temperatures dropping into the upper 60s and low 70s tomorrow morning or late tonight after midnight as the wind flow changes around and the upstairs dries out just slightly. Tomorrow afternoon, it's going to feel much more refreshing with temperatures in the mid-70s to around 80 in the urban areas. Yeah, you'd have to go down to Delaware, Virginia, Maryland, Baltimore area to get temperatures back in the 80s. So, Friday morning, just before sunrise, let's say around 10Z, 12Z here, 11Z in the morning, upper 50s to low 60s. That's a refreshing air mass for a change with a northeast wind. Friday afternoon, it is much cooler. Look at this. Friday versus today, temperatures in the upper 60s, mid and upper 60s across all of the areas, including the coast. Saturday, that doesn't look bad either. Again, overnight lows don't look bad. Plenty of moisture still in the atmosphere, but still, by the time we get to Saturday morning, temperatures are in the, just after midnight here on Friday night, temperatures in the upper 50s to lower 60s. Not bad. National Digital Database, New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia, I-95 corridor temperatures. We've reached them today. Tomorrow they'll be cooler, but still quite nice for this time of the year, right around normal in the upper 70s to low 80s. These are the actual ambient air temperatures. Friday, secondary cold front comes through. Temperatures are in the low 70s, the low to the mid 70s, mid and upper 70s here in the metro areas of northeastern New Jersey. We rebound on Saturday to around normal, upper 70s, low 80s around the region. Are we going to have a dry weekend? Not completely, but things are looking a lot better than they have, and I'll show you why in just a minute. On Sunday, things look good. Temperatures in the low to mid 80s across the region. You'd have to go all the way back down here into the Virginias here and Baltimore, Maryland, where temperatures are going to be in the upper 80s, but that's not going to be the case here. Eventually, that air spreads in as we head into Monday, so short points should be a little cooler, but still in the low to mid 80s, mid and upper 80s in the urban centers here, especially the I-95 corridor, south of Trenton, and into interior southwestern New Jersey. And, well, looks about the same here. A couple of cold front passages and meandering fronts and what have you. As we head into Tuesday here, temperatures in the upper 70s, low to mid 80s, where it's cool, basically to the north. And even the short points here in Long Island and Connecticut and the short points here in New Jersey don't look that bad either. Use the European model guidance for the weekend going ahead, and let me first just state that there are more improvements this weekend and cooler temperatures near normal temperatures than we've seen. I wanted to back something up, but before I do that, I wanted to get into the forecast for tomorrow, Thursday. High pressure, weak high pressure moving out over New York State and the Northeast, and this is an onshore wind. This is an east-northeast wind, so all the precipitation is pointing south now through southern Pennsylvania, the Delmarva, and the southern mid-Atlantic area. That comes back on Friday, just a little bit on Friday. We back this up to Friday, but it should be mainly dry over northern and central New Jersey, New York City, the Hudson River Valley area where it's going to be wet, southeastern Pennsylvania, central and southern New Jersey, near the periphery of the stalled out frontal boundary. We can see the flow here with high pressure off the New England coast and an east to northeast, an east fetch coming in from off the ocean. It's a marine air mass in place. So as far as precipitation goes, you're cool. Now, as we get into Saturday, we've got a warm front moving into the area and a trough access too, and low pressure in southeastern Canada that will be approaching. And by Sunday morning, there could be a few showers around northeastern Pennsylvania, northern New Jersey, the Hudson River Valley area into New York City and Long Island. Well, the rest of the area stays clear, but that cold front is now approaching Sunday afternoon, and there's more showers to the north and to the west, but less towards the coast. So Sunday could be okay for the beach fronts, actually. And then the actual cold front is coming through Sunday night. And again, it's going to pass through, but by that time, you've already been to the beach. So, this weekend's not a washout. No. If you live over the interior sections, it's not a washout, but it's showery on Sunday. Saturday looks okay. Saturday looks okay for most of the area here. We're sandwiched in between. Sunday morning looks a little wet across the northeast Pennsylvania area, the Hudson River Valley area, northwestern New Jersey into New York City, but the coast looks okay right now according to the European model guidance, and that stays the same on Sunday afternoon. So if you're heading to the coast on Sunday, you should be good to go. Now let's move through this forecast on Monday. Everybody kind of dries out, but we have another area of low pressure, another system moving through, another frontal wave, short wave moving through Monday night. So Monday looks okay. Monday looks okay as well, even at the short points. It'll be near normal for a change instead of overly hot. And then on Tuesday, Monday night and Tuesday, we have that secondary another cold front moving through with additional shortwave energy, some showers around the region on Tuesday morning. And again, we discussed the precipitable water values increasing. Finally, by Wednesday, everything, like we said yesterday, begins to clear out. And we get a break here. We get a break. Yeah. With general high pressure and control, west to east flow, northwest flow. Here comes more polar jet energy in New York, but that keeps most of New Jersey on Friday, June 18th, dry, according to this model guidance right now. That could change, but right now this looks pretty good to me. So right now we're going to stop this broadcast. That's going to do it for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow morning here for everything live. It's GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. I'm meteorologist Robert Smith. You have a very pleasant and safe Wednesday evening.